Hello, and welcome to a new episode of Corey and Kevin Talk About Nothing. If you're tuning in for the first time,
I'm Corey.
and I'm Kevin. And on today's episode, we're going to kind of just resume what we were doing before, just talking
Yep. Chit chat. You know?
about,
Chit chat.
yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, before we get started, though, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. You'll get notifications when we drop new episodes, which we are making some transitions into our new thing. So Monday is going to be our new date of release. We're going to try doing one podcast a week to upgrade the YouTube videos and making the content better for you guys. That's the goal. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah. So anyways, but speaking upon that too, I mean, if you have any ideas for anything, any sort of suggestions, anything along that lines of kind of what we can do or anything like that, shoot us an email at cktalkaboutnothing@gmail.com. You could tweet us at CoreyKevin1, So
Yeah.
I just think, if any ideas, any suggestions, anything at all, if you want to just tell us hello, shoot us an email,
Yeah. Yeah, and then like our bat signal is hashtag embrace the nothing. If you want to get
we
our
will
attention.
find you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will find you.
We'll try to find you.
We'll do the best we can, but yeah.
It might be weeks, so don't.
But
if you're in an emergency, don't be hashtagging us.
no,
We're not gonna see
add us. Yeah.
You should add us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't hashtag us. Add us.
Yeah, add us, So, and also,
Yeah.
if you're looking for a chair too, though, new chair, make sure you check out triumphchairs.com. You use our code CKTAN Triumph, and you'll get 10% off your order.
Don't you feel like when you say like CKTA and Triumph, don't you want to just like almost say .com?
Every time. Every time.
Every time.
It's almost like a special thought I have to put into it,
Yeah.
Like, nope, can't do it. So, well, yeah. Other than that, man,
So
anything?
I got this thing behind me.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a
Beautiful
wonderful-
console. It's like you put all the other little consoles and they're like, oh wow, we're still put us together and we're still not as big as this thing. You know what I mean?
Yes. Seriously,
This thing's
though,
like
yeah.
the mothership, and all the
Yeah.
other ones are just like little spaceships that come up out of it.
The box itself is big enough. You know what I mean? I mean that's pretty big. Just
It
saying.
is I am impressed. It is a hefty system, but wow, is it fast. It is awesome.
It's impressive. No.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of videos of them really, opening and running it and, doing everything. And it's pretty, some people just, because they go more into depth into things and show you different things quality wise. And you're like, wow.
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
It really is. I mean, just switching through menus. I mean, on the PS4, oh wow. I don't know if my patience got shorter, but just like if you were in like say Battlefield and you're like, I need to create a party.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes later, you finally have created your party. Now you need to invite people.
Yeah.
Now hold on. About 2.5 minutes later, you finally have sent your first round of invites.
Yep.
And
Then it's time for
Yeah.
dinner, though.
yeah,
you know?
by that time, you've definitely died in whatever game you've been playing.
Yep.
And
You get kicked out for an activity,
kicked out. Yeah, you've been kicked out of an
Yeah.
activity. Yep. So yeah, this no problem with that. Actually, it's absolutely incredible. Like just shooting up into Spider-Man because I dude, all right. It's been a while since I've stayed up real late for gaming.
Yeah.
And I on Saturday night stayed up till about 4 a.m. playing some
Wow.
Spider-Man.
Wow.
I had to force myself to get off. I just kept doing more side missions and then I well, I could get this suit if I just do one or two more things, and then it's just so much fun.
That's awesome.
And my brother told me to get the remastered version of the PS4 version, because they have some, like, the remastered is all like upgraded,
Okay.
visually, and so that way once I finally beat Spider-Man, Miles Morales, I can still play Spider-Man, the remastered one, you know.
Yeah, gotcha.
But I got the Into the Spider-Verse suit.
Yeah.
Have you watched Into the Spider-Verse?
I have actually,
All right.
and that's one thing I've actually rewatched it today, bro.
Oh, nice. All right.
Yeah.
I'm definitely, yeah, I've been getting the itch. I'm definitely going to be rewatching that, because I had this suit and I'm just like swinging through New York and I'm like, oh man, I just want to watch this movie right now. And it is addicting to just like literally, I'll find a mission that's like literally like 4,000 miles away, or well, not miles, but you know.
Well,
what I mean,
yeah,
like,
but yeah.
and so like you're just swinging and swinging and swinging, and I definitely am getting better at my combat. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
I was pretty rusty because, you know, I swear for the PS4, the majority of it were all first person shooters. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Battlefields, Call of Duties, Overwatch, Fortnite when I played it, Warzone, all that stuff. I mean, it's all first person. Well, I guess Fortnite's not. It's
Fortnite's
third person,
not, yeah.
but
But still
it's
shooting
a
game,
shooter,
though.
right? So
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So like you gotta actually, like, you know, hit buttons and combos
Yeah.
and know what you're
for sure,
doing. And I was like, oh. I don't just
That's
shoot.
funny.
I don't just aim,
Yeah.
shoot, aim, and shoot. Oh man. But
Yeah,
it's
you jump
been
in once in a while. You know? Yeah.
yeah. I have died quite a few times, you know.
Yeah.
But it has been fun. The suits are a lot of fun too. I got the future suit. It's like 2099 suit or something like that. I don't remember.
Okay.
A homemade suit, which is like, you know, just like,
Yeah.
you know, nothing special, but it looks really fun.
Is that the one that he has short? His legs are short in it. Is that one?
His legs are short.
Oh wait, no. He was not a Spider-Man suit. Never mind. That was a school outfit. That I could have sworn there was a Spider-Man outfit that had, like, because remember he grew, and when he grew, but I guess he grew and then bought the Spider-Man outfits. Never mind. Remember when Peter Morales? Okay, what's his first name again?
Miles Morales.
Miles. Jesus. Yeah. That's ridiculous. But anyways, I just watched it today. I just could not think of his first name. I was mixing up Peter Parker and him. You know what I mean? I just, all of a sudden, then I was totally lost. My brain off. Anyways. Remember when he got bit by the spider and then he woke up the next morning and put his school pants on and his pants were like this short?
Yeah.
Because he grew.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
For some reason, I pictured
suits,
his
not clothes. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Well, I meant spider. I thought he was a spider suit, but then after I rethought about it, I'm like, no, wait, that was his school suit. That was that way because he wasn't Spider-Man yet. You know what I mean? So
right.
You know, he wasn't. Yeah. So now I get it.
There is a cool suit that I haven't made yet. That is where he's wearing like his school outfit from the storyline in the game.
Oh, okay.
But it's the story's been a lot of fun. Jessica actually was like, you know, I'll watch you play Spider-Man. It's kind of like watching a movie. So I'm like, okay, all right, I have no problem. And then
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
It's 3:45 in the morning. And I'm like, okay, I should be done. I'm gonna be up at 8:30 in the morning, so I probably should be done.
Mm-hmm.
So went to bed. But I was like, wow, I had to force myself. I haven't like felt like that in a while, man. It was addicting, man. It was fun.
That's it. That's crazy. Yeah, we had our Battlefield nights that way, but it's been a long time since.
Yeah, it's been a long time since
those,
Yeah, those Battlefield nights where it gets like, it's like 1, 2 a.m. and you're just like laughing at everything now because it's like you're just like, I'm just tired. But yeah, you're dying like so many times. And you're like, whatever.
Yep.
Or you get like some of our friends that rage quit, you know?
Yeah.
Nope, I'm done. Screw this.
Yep, I'm out. Nope, that's so fun. Yeah, because I think everybody go through waves. You know, the chat would be very active, and then you get tired, but you're still not done gaming yet. You get a little bit worn out, so it's silent. And then you get real goofy, mad, and then laugh at everything. That's the end of the night, you know?
I think like that's the problem. Like, so once it gets silent with our group, my brain starts thinking, what should I talk about, right? And then I just start making myself laugh by like saying, like, I remember like the John Travolta one just always makes me laugh. Like, and then like once I hit 1 a.m., 2 a.m., all I have to say is John Travolta, and I'm laughing so hard because I know what I want to say, but it's just, and it's like all I wanted to tell everybody was like, John Travolta died having sex in a movie, and I just thought it was really funny at the time, and I don't know why now, clearly, but in the movie it was like called Phenomenon, I think. But anyways,
yeah,
that's gonna be the movie recommendation. Phenomenon with John Travolta. Anyways, he dies. I was like, but yeah, that is like one of the funniest moments where I'm laughing so hard. Where all the only words I could get is John Travolta, and it's just like I'm literally crying, laughing. I'm not even playing the game anymore. I'm just laughing so hard. But I love those moments. Those moments are funny because it's just like. You could say anything right now, and I'm probably
anything.
Gonna
laugh. Yeah,
I'm gonna laugh.
Yep. Either that, or you'll joke about it, and then it'll be funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it was good times.
Now, after Spider-Man, because I played the out of some Spider-Man, I'll tell you that. But Sunday, Jessica and I played a bunch of Little Big Planet. Or not Little Big Planet. I'm very sorry. Sackboy, Big Adventure.
Okay. All right.
Damn, that game is fun. We actually played it last night, and then before we do it, I think we started around like 8:30, and by the time we were like, what time is it? It's like 10:45. We're like, whoa, okay.
Yep. Well, that happened.
Like, okay. Well, I guess tomorrow we work, so I might as well turn it off. But man, it was crazy. It's like time.
That's wild.
PlayStation 5 is doing its job, man. It's like, hey, I'm gonna consume a lot of your time. You're like, yes, you are.
Yes, you will. It's okay.
And then on the 23rd, Shadowlands for World of Warcraft comes out. So I mean, I probably won't be able to podcast with you for at least a month.
Yeah. My time I get so sick because I gotta get it in.
Yeah. So
it's gonna be hard.
I guess what I'm trying to tell you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Guys, I'll see you for a month by myself. Okay.
Yeah. Well, hey, Kevin. I'll just take a picture of myself and then. Of what I'm wearing, and then you could just put that up.
Oh, boom!
And then you can make voices.
There we go. Yeah, that's fine.
We'll
make it happen.
But yeah, the PlayStation 5, man. Wow, the controller is phenomenal. It feels so good.
Stunning.
Yeah, like every little way you can interact with it. I mean, it's just so much fun, and it's just been like the build up to getting this system, and then not being let down in any capacity. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, exactly, absolutely, definitely.
And the backwards compatibility, come on, that is just so cool.
Yeah,
I just go to my game library where it's like, hey, Kevin, would you like to install any of these games that you had previously purchased or bought for? I guess that's very redundant, but anyways,
it's fine.
For the PlayStation 4, would you like to install them? Sure. Thank you. I was playing some Battlefield 5. Not? I got Battlefield 1 started through the intro stuff, but I didn't get to actually play. But I played a few rounds of Battlefield 5, and I went like 13-7 one round, and then went like 12-6 in another.
All right,
and then I just kept getting mowed down. I'm like, nope, I think Spider-Man sounds better.
This sounds a lot better. Yep, absolutely. So if you play Battlefield 5, me and you can play, right?
Yep.
Even though it's the same thing.
It's the
that's
same
sweet.
network, too. So that's the beauty, right? Like,
yeah.
I can at least, I think they were saying it's going to be about a 2 to 3 years for like the PlayStation 4 to kind of be phased out, and not really like phased out, but phased out to the point where more people have the PS5 than the PS4. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Me, yeah.
So it's I think that's just a sweet feature. Like, oh hey, you buy it for that system, and I'll buy it for my system, and we can at least still play online together. That's pretty cool.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Good job, Sony. You did a great job. Yeah. I'm not let down. And the only time the system's loud is when the disc spins up a little bit. And the disc doesn't really spin up all that loud. Plus, if you don't have discs, it doesn't spin up. Which, excuse me, Jessica and I was like, to be honest, I don't know why I got the discs. I could have just downloaded them, day out, but whatever. It felt cool to open up the games, and put them in. But.
Yeah, I wanted the same. I was actually almost going to text you when you put that in the thread. I was like, you bought a gaming?
Yeah.
Mr. Digital.
Well, they're like launch day editions, so I'm like, that's cool. That's fun. That's cool,
for sure.
But yeah,
you said you did it.
Yeah,
you did it.
I did it. But I would like to see, what other games are out there now that I feel very excited that I've like finally re-broadened my horizons with video games rather than only playing shooter games and actually being interactive with other games,
Yeah, I have a certain family member that has been really getting on my case about only my video game sources, and video games that I'm playing are all very, very the same.
Yep.
I'll switch from Fortnite to Call of Duty.
Yep.
Oh wait, then I'll switch from basketball to basketball, then if all games makes me mad, basketball won't do it. So I just always switch to basketball. But it's always a thing. And then I'll throw in like UFC a little bit here and there. But that game now, I have the old version of it, and I don't play enough to buy another $50 game right now. It's just like why though? You know what I mean? I'm not gonna play it enough, so so then those servers are getting ready to go down. They're not going to be as available. So it's like, all right, I'm just done over it. I'm just over that game. So that not one I haven't played much, but
right, I gotcha.
I was thinking about how I think I could break with the ice on my end of things is getting back into GTA. Because GTA, I know it's a shooter game again.
Well, no, I mean that's not necessarily all a shooter game. I mean, you got
it's very
Heist,
interactive,
which
right?
is shooting as well, but but I mean, you can have like bank robberies. All right, so
it's a lot of shooting.
A lot of shooting. I mean, I know I can drive every time I hop on GTA 5, I'm shooting. So I guess.
But I think it's a mixture of both, though. I got to drive places to be able to get there.
That's right.
To then shoot though. But
right. Like I
got to get there first.
Online, I own a club. I own something else. Oh, an underground spot where I sell weapons. I'm cool.
Yeah, all right.
I'm an outlaw.
You're out there.
Yeah, I'm out there.
Yeah.
I got VIP status when I log in.
Nice.
But I got to look into that for the PlayStation 5 because I get it. I don't think because I would have had I thought maybe like they'd release that one for free, but I understand. I think what they're saying is PlayStation 4 Grand Theft Auto 5 you can play on the PlayStation 5.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
but yeah,
it'd be sweet if they gave that one away for free. Why not? Come on.
Well, yeah, it's sold.
Sony, I know you're a frequent listener. If I could just recommend one game on the
one thing,
make Grand Theft Auto 5. But yeah, I've also played Bugsnax. That's the free PlayStation 5 game for the.
PS Plus. Okay, and that's one that you want Clementine to watch, right?
What's that?
That's one you want Clementine to watch?
Yeah, because it's just fun little animations, fun little characters and whatnot, and
okay.
It's okay. It's really clunky. Like the graphics, I'm like, Why PS5? Like, this thing looks like
Yeah.
it'd be PS3. You know,
Wow.
like
Not even PS4. I mean, that's yeah.
no, no.
Wow. Yeah.
So ultimately, like graphics wise, I'm like, okay, it's it's cutesy, artsy, whatever, and it's like kind of a fun concept. There's like these hamburger, little bugs like that, crawl around and you have what is it, a slingshot that you put ketchup in and you shoot the ketchup at the hamburger and it comes and eats the hamburger, and you can like run into the hamburger and it launches you up in the air. You catch bug snacks. And there's like a frieder, which is a fry that's like a spider. But. So it's
All right.
fun, but it's just like
it's got funny things. Yeah. Gotcha.
Now Sackboy, it was all right. So I must have picked the two best games because Clementine loves watching Spider-Man just swing from, building to building. She loves it.
Okay.
It's
awesome.
She'll like go over to the game case and be like, start pointing at it, and she's saying something that sounds like Spider, and you're like, "You want to watch Spider?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay."
I'm not gonna argue with you.
I got to do it for you. So
even it's only 15 minutes.
Right. So, exactly. I'll just do a few crimes and then and then.
Yeah. That's all I'm doing tonight, Clem.
It is. It is like really like a fun feel. I think that's why this game is so addicting, is because like you're doing like so many heroic things, and you're preventing crime and stopping the bad guys, and like you're so used to being the bad guy or running and gunning and all that kind of stuff. So like being the hero has been a lot of fun. But anyways, she really enjoyed watching Spider-Man. But Sackboy, Sackboy's cute. You know what I mean? And and Jessica and I were playing, and we paused the game, went and got her up from the nap, and Sackboy's on the little pause menu, and he's just hanging out, and he's just like kind of like moving around, and she was like, you couldn't put anything else on the TV. She was showing Sackboy baby, like her little baby. She's like, "Look, baby," and I'm like, "Oh, this is awesome,"
Yeah.
But she's a little gamer girl. She sits on my lap, takes the controller from me, and plays. I mean, it's she's so much fun.
That's awesome, dude.
When I've had her down here before when working, and she'll just sit there and like want to play on the keyboard and everything. She'll like move the mouse around and everything. Man, it's so cute. It's awesome. She's gonna be a gamer girl for sure.
Yeah. Just get her into streaming so she can make you the big bucks.
Yeah, make the big bucks.
Big bucks.
Yeah, I wonder, like, is streaming gonna be around for the long haul? You know what I mean? Like, I guess it's been around for years already, but
yeah, and it's still huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've watched with a little bit of the PS5, the new Call of Duty, that was released.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been a lot of fun watching that, like the new zombies and things. It was pretty cool, man. It was I don't know if you've watching the new Call of Duty stuff, but it's pretty sweet. I mean, there's I never really was into zombies, but I don't know why I never really liked zombies all that much. Everybody else talked about it, and then I think it's Black Ops, right? Well, whatever the last one that had zombies on.
Yeah, Black Ops.
That I owned. What'd you say?
Black Ops.
Okay. So that one. So I started playing a little bit right before I just quit the game in general. The new one came out. Whatever happened, Mm-hmm. So when I played zombies, and I started liking it at the very end. So when I saw this one again, I'm like, I got that itch. I'm like, oh, but I don't want to. I know I can buy for the system, and then I'll upgrade when I buy the PS5. I understand that, but right now I don't play enough. Like Call of Duty, the old one, I don't play enough of that one right now to even, what I mean, even want to even think about it.
Right.
So,
yeah, I wasn't playing much. I mean, Jessica and I played. Actually, I guess we were playing Fall Guys, and then switched over to Tony Hawk, and we played Tony Hawk a decent amount as well. So
yeah, no,
and then we probably fell off for a good couple of weeks, and then that PS5 entered. It was like, well,
yeah.
just sitting there,
Yep.
Want to watch TV? Well, isn't watching Spider-Man kind of like watching TV?
Yep, that's true. That is true. We've been watching a lot of Spider-Man recently.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, you know.
Jessica, is
That's
falling asleep on the couch, and I'm still swinging from building to building at 3:45 in the morning. You know what I mean? It's just like, wow.
Oh, Jessica actually fell asleep on the couch, so she was down there the entire time while you were down there.
Yeah, we actually played. I believe we played a little bit of oh no, that was Friday. Friday we played some Sackboy, and then Saturday, yeah, all I did was play Spider-Man. I played Spider-Man when Clementine was napping, which was a good like hour and a half, and then I got to play it after she went to bed, and man, it's crazy. And you know what though? I got to give my old body props. I woke up about 8:30 in the morning that next day and went on throughout my day. Not a problem. I was like, yes, still
got it a little
still
bit.
got it a little bit.
Yeah, you can't do it every night,
No,
but
God, no way,
yeah.
no way. That sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
I mean, we used to run LAN parties, and we would stay awake for 3-4 days, just playing
that's
video
insane.
games day and night. Oof, that takes a toll. You gotta take like a week's worth of sleep after that,
Yes, I bet. Yeah, the same. I mean, I used to, as a kid, you did the 24-hour. I stayed up all night, all the way to the morning. 2:00 in the afternoon, I'm falling asleep on the couch over there. I can't even keep my eyes open.
Yeah, it's almost like you make it to like 8-9 a.m. You're like, I did it. You pass right back out.
Yeah. You got that 24 hours though.
And then,
you gotta stay up till you woke up.
And then you wake up at 5 p.m. that day. And you're like, well, really screwed that one up.
Yep, for sure.
I was supposed to go to the bank. No, I'm just kidding. Look, kids don't go to the bank.
No,
I was supposed to go to the bank and deposit my $10 check.
That's awesome. That's funny. So I have, I was doing a little bit of research this week.
Research. All right. This is like Corey's research segment,
Yeah, so dun 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 dun.
Yeah, I was like,
so,
whoa, yeah. Like you're a reporter out there, All right.
You don't want to know.
I'm ready.
No, so anyway, so I was just looking up. I was web surfing,
Surf's
doing
up,
some
dude.
things, and I know, yeah. So I was on It's Always Sunny, and then then there was facts about It's Always Sunny. There was information about It's Always Sunny. I just want to know when the release date was, So that was my big thing. That's where the research started, and then it went on from there. But anyways, so I looked up. I'm like, when is the season 15 dropping? When's it gonna happen? So I scroll through. There's no real good news about anything. Everybody just says, and then but Max got to get through Something Quest season 2.
Oh, Mythic Quest, yeah.
Yeah, Mythic Quest, yeah, season 2. So he's got to get through that to and then once he's done finishing that, and then they're going to finalize the writing of it, and then they're gonna start shooting it. So they haven't finalized even season 15 yet. So Dee made a comment on whatever interview she had. It was like in August or something. I think it was like end of August that I read up the post, and it says that she says that they should. The hope right now is for the summer of 21.
Dang.
Yeah. So I'm like, man, that's actually really far. Yeah.
You better have a slamming season.
So it was on Reddit to where there was like another article I read on it, and then the comments. Every single comment said that. I mean, it was so funny. It was every single one was just like, if you're taking this long, I hope this season comes out and it's the best season you guys have ever had. Yeah. Or at least one of the tops. You know what I mean? It's got to be up there. At
least better than like 13, 14,
Yeah. Absolutely.
It would be appreciated if you took the time and went back to good old Sunny. I thought it was really funny. Speaking of It's Always, did you were continuing going on there?
Oh no, go ahead, man. I mean, we're good. I'm gonna say it's Always Sunny, but so go ahead, man.
So when the election was going on, and the results were coming in from PA. Rob McElhenney, who plays Mac, he tweeted, I guess I get TV show titles has a TV show title has never been truer. And, it's always sunny in Philadelphia, PA, right? Because Philadelphia was a bunch of Democratic votes, whatever. Then D posts Flipadelphia, because, Philadelphia helped flip the state of Pennsylvania from red to blue, which I just thought awesome. That was like such a perfect use of their TV show. Both of them, both comments. I thought that was so funny.
That's awesome. Yeah, that is perfect. Yeah. That is. Yeah. So I never even saw that one.
Yeah,
I didn't see. I don't know how I missed it. But all right. So some of the facts that some of them I think that are. I mean, some are kind of crazy. Some I think we've actually already talked about before. But I'm gonna hit a couple of them. A couple interesting ones. So the season 1, episode 1, the pilot episode. Was actually shot for about $100 and in their own apartments.
Yeah.
So there was nothing. It was all, so I think we talked about this before, but like, just to reiterate it, that just to see it again, you're like, man, that is so crazy. You know what I mean? Like to see a show that is now, we just talked about season 15.
Oh yeah.
Start in a handheld camera in their own apartments. Like, that's so impressive.
I mean,
it's insane.
Like, even thinking about like the episode, the pilot episode that they turned in too, that Charlie gets cancer. Like, that's like a really a really morbid one to like throw in there. Like, wow, you're really going with like these crazy cynics, where Dennis is like, oh, you got that basketball? Oh, you wanted to talk about that now? Like,
like now?
We were gonna go play basketball.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
So did you know that there was another one? There was a It's Always Sunny in Russia. Did you know that?
No, It's Always Sunny.
Yeah. So
it's what?
Moscow.
Really?
Yeah. So yeah, it says Russians tune into their own version of the show called It's Always Sunny in Moscow, which similarly features the dregs of society running a bar called Philadelphia. Isn't that funny? So like, I thought, I didn't know that.
I did not know that. I feel like I have to find a way to watch that. That sounds crazy.
So it could be really funny. I mean, the one, I can't tell who's who, because like there's like they always do, like, it's like just a small photo. I don't know if you can really even see it, but you see, like, I don't know who each character is though.
Oh right.
So I don't know who, you know what I mean. So I don't know if who that's Charlie, if that's Matt. You know what I mean? I have no idea, or if that's probably their names. You know what I mean? But I don't know who their characters are supposed to be.
Man, like, I don't know how you even like can match those characters. I mean, good luck. I am very intrigued.
Yes, I want to at least see it. So that to me, that was a big one. I like that one. Other small ones, like, did you know Danny DeVito almost died in the end of the season 11 finale, because he does nothing but float. So they actually had to put weights in his pants to actually have him float to the bottom. Remember at the very end?
With the cruise ship and them drowning.
Yeah, the cruise ship. So so then when he had to go down, he actually just floats. So they had to sink him down in there, and then to shoot the film, and then he can't swim. So then he ended up. So when he couldn't swim, they had to send a diver down there to go get him. Actually, yeah. It says water threatened to drown the gang in season 11 finale. To get the shots they needed, the crew weighed down Danny DeVito, but when the camera stopped rolling, he couldn't swim to the surface. On-set divers rescued him from drowning.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah,
like, you almost gave your life to a show about awful people. I saw they had like a behind the scenes where they showed the contraption that they built for that scene, where they actually built a tank and submerged it in a pool of water.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
okay.
It was funny because Dennis, Glenn Howerton, he was like saying, "This is absurd. Like, there is no reason to have this much production going into something like this." And then, like, as they're filming and as they're doing it, he's like, okay, I get it now. It's like, this is the safest way to do something like this. I get it now, like.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it has to be controlled. It has to be controlled, of some sort,
Yeah. Otherwise, you'd be like, there'd be people dying all the time. Now, speaking of underwater stuff, I got to give my girl, Kate Winslet, a shout out here. Apparently, she's done a lot of underwater scenes for the new Avatar 2 movie coming out. She plays some like underwater being, but apparently she now holds the record of holding their breath under the water. Actor wise, I don't know, like. But they were saying she's holding it longer than Tom Cruise did, and I think Tom Cruise, I guess, was like held it the longest or something. I don't know. I'll have to look into that fact. All I heard was she was a champ at holding her breath and beating out.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah. Let's say, because I mean, if she's beating out Navy SEALs and stuff,
that would be sweet.
Her powers are used in the wrong field.
Yeah, ma'am, I think you need to be training with the SEAls.
Seriously, absolutely. So well, good for her. Yeah. Kate
Winslet, man. Kate Winslow.
Winslet. What'd I say? I said Winslow?
Yeah.
That's so funny. It just came out so naturally. I even put 2 thumbs up like an idiot. So.
You got any others?
What? No, no, not about It's Always Sunny. No. So I have other interesting facts that, that I can go into that are a little bit fun. Okay, I'm gonna give you one.
Okay.
And then we can go from there. Okay. So, did you know that an armadillo shell is bulletproof?
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive, isn't it?
It is really impressive.
I couldn't believe it when I read that thing. I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
So on a side note, pull up another Google page and. Did the old Google search, and it is a true fact.
How to acquire armadillos, shells,
yeah, seriously,
right?
Yeah. Wait a minute, So we can go back to these olden days, And,
I would like 25 armadillo skins, please.
Top dollar.
Did you know, like, what are those things called? A honey badger?
Yeah.
A honey badger, like, its skin and fur can actually, like, deflect like a compound bow, like an arrow.
Wow.
Yeah, those things are like
that's insane.
The craziest things on the planet or something.
Yeah.
They dig up bodies. They dig up freshly buried bodies and eat them, like human bodies.
Wait, I bet. I was say. I mean, did you see the famous video where the one bit a snake?
Oh yeah, he
was
fought
poisoned.
Yeah, he fought like a king cobra
died.
or something.
Yeah, and then woke back up and finished the snake. I mean, he was not done yet.
Yeah, I think the commentary was like, "Oh, take a little nap and then get back to eating." You know?
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, that is a savage animal right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty wild.
So armadillo's up there though, being bulletproof. That's a pretty sweet trait right there.
And they're like turtles, right? They can go in their shell. Am I right about that?
I don't know. I think they curl up into a ball.
Oh, that's right. Oh, you're right. Okay. All right. You're right.
And they roll around. And they're like, hey.
Yeah.
They probably don't say hey, but I'd like it if they did.
No.
Especially if there were 100 of them in a group just rolling around saying hey, but all off like, hey,
That's pretty sweet.
I'd like to take a recording of that. Yeah.
This one's kind of related to you. I know that there was something else big that happened recently too. There's a rocket launching, but so NASA. Yes, there it is, right?
I was repping NASA, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. So when I was just reading this thing, it said that with NASA making 3D printing, that I think I just never put this together, right? I think that's just what it is. NASA changed the astronauts' life up there while they're in space because they can email a printout and then the astronaut can 3D print a tool out or whatever they need.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought about that too, but that sounds awesome.
Isn't that insane? So
that's a really cool. Yeah, that's genius.
That's a sweet.
Hey, I need this.
I'm like, they're like,
no problem.
Yeah, hold up.
Let me beam it to you, Scotty.
Yeah, you'll have it in 8 hours, sir. Yeah.
Lame.
So I know, but I'm just saying. I'm like, that's a sweet one.
Yeah, that's
that
really
is a
cool.
super
That's
super
really
cool. Yeah, that's a I like that one.
So I well, anyway, congrats SpaceX. They sent four NASA astronauts up. Hey, that's pretty freaking awesome.
It is.
But speaking of space, it was an interesting thing that I had witnessed. Somebody had created an animation of how like we will not have real time data. Like if astronauts, obviously technology has to change, but if astronauts go to Mars, we will not have real time data communication because of the distance and how we send our signal. Like currently, our waves go out, and it takes just about 3 minutes for our signal to hit Mars. But a lot can happen in 3 minutes, right? So
yes, absolutely.
To acquire real time. So what they're testing out right now is actually laser. Now it may still travel at the same speed, but they can actually send a lot more data at once with the lasers. So they actually started. I think it was in 2017 or 2018. They actually beamed an image of the Mona Lisa to the moon with a laser, which is really cool because then the satellites receive it and everything, and I mean it's amazing like what they're doing out there, man. It's absolutely stunning that you can communicate with shit.
It's insane.
They sent like a new. I think we had talked about before. They sent an SUV sized rover, a robot, whatever, an SUV sized robot, and there's a drone that comes out of its underbelly and fly. It's going to be able to like fly around. So, they're going to be putting a whole new thing on Mars.
That's awesome. That's sweet.
I mean, they like punched a hole in an asteroid, and they're going to bring a sample back. I mean, these people are like, I mean, we'll figure it out. We'll do it. I mean, SpaceX shoots for. I mean, the first time was 2 astronauts, or I think it was 2. Yeah, this time it was 4. But they don't drive anything. They don't do anything. It's just autonomous. And it just docks with the space station, and these people are safe and sound, just as a casual thrill ride. You know what I mean? Like that's how precise it is at that point. Like it is mind blowing. Like
it's insane.
It just always gets me just so amped up to see that kind of stuff because it's like, wow. There are going to be people on the moon soon. There's going to be people on Mars soon. There's people right now. There's human beings that live and they're not even on this planet right now. I mean, it's insane. It's insane, right?
So, and I wish I had this more appreciation for this when I was younger, actually. For some reason, I don't know what it was. I just think I was just anti-school. So I just like really didn't care about.
Boo. No, I'm just kidding.
I know. I know. Well, now I wish I would have made total different changes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I did and it was like when I was kind of younger, like leading up to it, But anyway, so my whole point to that was I really was never too much into like even science or even space. I mean, science doesn't have to be technically space, but it is though. It's same. You know what I mean? It's the same stature. So you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm like, and then just one friend of mine one time brought up he had a telescope. So when we were, it was in like probably 16, 17, we started looking out there, and I started like, oh, that's pretty cool, right? Mm-hmm. And then I got a telescope, and then I broke it, so I didn't have one for a while. And then I meet my friend Kevin, and Kevin introduces and starts bringing this up again. So guess what? Now I'm really enjoying it again.
I've always loved space.
Yeah. I don't know why I never did.
My neighbor, so we lived on a corner, and there was cul-de-sacs, and on the cul-de-sac there was this couple, but the guy was an astronomer, and he worked at was a planetarium, I think that's what it's called. But he had some really amazing, like really like authentic, expensive telescopes that he would bring home, and we would have block parties. Like the whole, streets, a couple streets or whatever would get there, and he would bring them out, and man, it was just amazing. Because as a kid, you're seeing like these things that are out in space, and you're like, "Oh my goodness,
wow, yeah,
life just got a whole lot bigger." Wow, did not know what all that really was out there. And then like he started showing us at that point, Beetlejuice was exploding, and I'm sure it still is. I don't know, but I was a kid, so say 22 years ago, 23 years ago. But anyways, Beetlejuice is a star, and it's been exploding. And you could see, he showed us where it was out there. I mean, it was just amazing to learn all that stuff. And I definitely buy Clementine space books that talk about all the planets and all the different facts about the planets and stuff. And there's one called like Astrophysics for Babies, and it goes over, here's a ball. The Earth is shaped like a ball. Oh, and for all you flat earthers out there, ooh, dropping a bomb on you, because Earth's shaped like a ball.
Truth.
But yeah, I love space, and my dad had a really cool poster of a shuttle launch in our basement that was always up, and I always remember that, man. I remember when I was a kid, I had, there was always the bags of army men, but I also found a bag of spacemen.
Oh, yeah, nice.
They're
okay.
really cool,
Yeah.
Space, the final frontier,
Yeah.
It's crazy. Absolutely
awesome.
crazy.
It's insane stuff. There's so much things that we just don't know out there, and I love it. That's the thing. Like, you know what I mean? It makes you want to, I think I'm too far out there now that I can't transition anything. But I wish as a kid I would just take more pride. Now I can't learn.
I was gonna say, man.
I can learn anytime, but
you can always learn. I mean, I think it's incredible that Albert Einstein, with the theory of relativity and talking about black holes, and I think it was 2019, or maybe it was 2018, but I think it was 2019. The first image of a black hole. Like, they could actually see the black hole in space, and it warping space-time around it because of the way it affects gravity. And it's absolutely stunning, because it's like, holy crap, this guy way back some years was like, oh yeah, or I think it was Einstein, but anyways, it's like, it proves his theory's correct because they exist. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy because they said, what the biggest advance is, it's not theoretical anymore. It's now like hypothetical, because black holes exist. So the science is different now. Now you have things to work with. I mean, it's absolutely insane. In our timeline, in our lifetime, there's going to be human beings on Mars. Boom. It's going to happen.
I think there's already human beings from Mars here. What?
There's like a theory that Mars, the reason Mars is so like desolate or whatever is because of nuclear war,
Oh, that's funny.
You start mining away at Mars, and you're like, hey, there's human bones here, guys.
Yeah.
I think we might be repeating the same mistake on Earth over here. Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's funny.
Gotta clean up that environment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There's like this thing called like geoengineering or something like that, where it was kind of like introduced as like a last measure idea, but now it's like, well, we we might actually have to resort to it. But it's the idea of shooting a substance like particles into the ozone, into the atmosphere. No, not the ozone, the atmosphere of the Earth that would block the rays of the sun. So that way you can deflect UV, you can deflect heat, and that kind of stuff. You can lower the temperature of the Earth by doing something like that. The only problem is, what are you offsetting? What are you doing?
Yeah. Every change you make, there's a reaction.
Exactly. So it's like, okay, well, let's figure out what's gonna really have an issue. Because, I mean, man, facing some issues.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah, and I think I said that saying totally wrong. I think it's every action has a reaction, right?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's how.
For every action, there's an opposite reaction.
I think it's a reaction. Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, all right.
Yeah. Thomas Jefferson. I think Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah. After I said, I'm like, what did I just say? So sorry.
For every action, there's an action.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. For
Are
sure.
you talking about the
happens,
action?
So.
Are you talking about action like genre? What are we talking about?
Wait a minute. Where are we at again?
Yeah. I just think it's absolutely crazy to be on a planet. We're all consciously self-aware. You look out to the sky and you're like, wow. And then some people are like, hey, what if we kind of, hopped out? Like, what do you mean?
Seriously.
You're going to leave? You're going to just take off? You're going to leave Earth? And they're like, yeah, I mean, I thought about it. What about you?
Why not?
Is that okay?
What about you?
Yeah, what about you? You want to dip? You want to go? Maybe start a new colony on Mars? But, I mean, it's absolutely insane to think like, wow, our technology, our brain power has been able to get us so far. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, it's obviously damaging in certain regards of technology, but also, it's not all bad.
No. Not by any means.
Not by any means.
So, sorry, man. You just reminded me of something. I'm trying to look up the show, and I can't find it now. It was a show that I wanted to say to you earlier when I was going to bring it up, and that makes me mad. Now I can't remember the name of it. Dang it! Sorry. I'm not gonna go looking for it. I figured I'd try to sneak it in while you're finishing up your comment. I can't find it.
Did you ever watch Mr. Nobody?
No, okay.
I
never did.
Now that one kind of like dives into the existential, are we alone? What is time? Can time reverse? Okay. It all starts off with like, the cigarette smoke comes out of the cigarette, but it doesn't go back. It can't go back into the cigarette. I mean, you have to reverse the flow of time, right? So it's
interesting.
It's a deep thinking movie. It's like,
okay.
Hey, do you want to be are you tired? Don't watch that movie,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You're
Okay.
like awake. You're like, all right, I'm ready to process some shit. All right.
Yep.
Throw on Mr. Nobody.
Yeah. All right. I'll find it.
It's awesome because his name in the movie is Nemo, and Nemo is when you translate Nemo, I don't know what language it is, but it actually means nobody. So.
Oh, okay.
His last name's Nobody, right? Mr. Nobody. So it's Nobody. That's his name. Nemo Nobody. Anyways.
I think is it Latin?
It makes
Latin
sense.
word.
Nemo.
Yeah.
Latin.
Nemo. So, I mean, that one, just as I'm here, I got 68 in Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, I mean, it's
above that 58, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. I think that's probably more of like, people are just wrong, but that's my opinion.
That's awesome. Just wrong.
68%? Yeah. No, why don't you bump that number up to about 90%? I'll give you 90, okay?
Yeah.
But you gotta bump those numbers up. Now, what's the audience score on that?
7. I think it was a 7.8.
Wait.
Let me look. Hold on. Oh no, wait. Actually. Oh no. So the people 91% liked it.
That's right. The people know.
Yep.
Leave it up to the people. They know.
Always. Yeah, I was actually watching. I've been watching a lot of Hot Ones, the show on Netflix. So I've been watching a lot of that recently.
Mm-hmm.
And he even made a comment too. He's like, sometimes when I'm watching a movie, the critics will rate this thing this way, but then all of a sudden, the people, everybody else rate it up here.
Yeah.
Because those are the movies that I want to find, actually. Those are the ones. Why did the people like it so much here and then the critics liked it so much here?
Right.
It was lacking one thing, which brought this all the way down here, which brought, you know what I mean? So it's a huge thing, So I'm like, I like that. That was a good comment, I enjoy that. He actually, I think it was him and Halle Berry, I think, on that one. So
that Sean Evans, I think is his name.
Sean Evans, yep. Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal interviewer. That guy
absolutely.
asks the best questions. I feel like he uses the most out of his time. Like he's fantastic.
Absolutely. When he did Michael B. Jordan's one, like even Michael B. Jordan was like, man, he goes, how are you finding these facts? Like he goes, this is impressive, man. He's like, this is so crazy.
He's got he does some good homework or.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
He's got a hell of an investigator on their staff, Like, I'll find dirt on anyone.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome, man. That's so crazy. It's good for him, man. What a show.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah. Have you watched anything recently?
No. I watched Spider-Man.
Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse. What else? So I haven't watched this yet, but one thing I was gonna actually ask you if you've seen. Have you watched Manic at all?
No, with Jonah Hill and Emma Stone. I wanted to. I wanted to watch.
So I really want to see that. Do you know what it almost reminded me of a little bit? Do you know what it kind of reminds me of? Is the poster that you have in the back wall of your thing over there?
Eternal Sunshine.
A little bit, because it's about a drug. It's about a memory drug that those two always end up together in the memory drug every single time. And I didn't watch it yet, so I'm like, oh wow, so it kind of it literally just watching the preview, it almost brought me back to that, because they're taking a drug. What they're trying to do is change Manic's memories, is what the whole show is, right? I mean, what the whole thing is. So that. So with that, so that I'm like, oh okay, that sounds pretty interesting. So I click on it. And then they're pretty much going into these memories or into something in their, something they're seeing, something they're doing. And they always end up, Emma Stone and Jonah Hill, their characters always end up together in the same thing. Every single time, no matter what it is, no matter, So it's kind of like, so it's not just like
that's
Eternal
pumping
Sunshine.
me up right now. Okay.
Yeah, so that's one that, so when I watched it, I'm like, I'm going to bring that up to Kevin. I wonder if he's watched it. Because I wanted to see it, but I didn't, I don't have time to sit here and watch, you know what I mean, get into it. Because what's going to happen if it's, I think it's a series, is it not?
Yeah, I think it's a series, yeah.
Yeah, so so then with that, so I'm like, hold on a minute. Let me, if I get involved now, I'm going to be sitting here for 7 hours today, finishing off a series of a show, and I don't want to do that either. So
right, yeah.
So I didn't yet. So I'll probably I'm probably going to start it maybe tomorrow. Watch a couple episodes tomorrow or something. Kind of see how it goes. So we'll see. You know what I mean? I don't know. So.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of want to do the same thing. That sounds awesome.
It's all.
I mean,
I moved to my watch list.
I don't know when I'm gonna.
Yeah, long one, but. Oh yeah, because Spider-Man's coming out, right, bro?
Yeah, so I actually have to go in a little bit because my Spidey senses are telling me that, that the PlayStation 5 hasn't been turned on in a few hours, so it's getting panicky.
The cycle's got to reset. It's got to come back.
It's got a new feature that if it's off, it's just Kevin. Kevin, don't forget.
Yeah.
Forget what? Who's that? It's your PlayStation.
Yeah. On the controller, the first time you grab the controller, there's these little things that touch your hand, and now they're stuck inside your skin.
Yeah.
So now you can hit internal thoughts, whoa.
Parasites taking over my brain waves saying, play.
Yep. Play me now.
Actually, I mean, this is actually a hologram. I pre-recorded everything I was going to say.
That's impressive.
Is it going
man.
well?
It's going very well. We had a great
good. And then tomorrow,
yeah.
No,
Until now, yeah. Awesome.
Right, yeah, it was going great. So he just kind of went off the rails.
Yeah,
That's funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, I haven't. We haven't watched. Oh, I take that back. All right, I did want to bring this up. So, last episode, I was talking about how much I love the Eric Andre show. So, I had watched some of the new episodes, and we actually watched them last night. And I seriously had these breaths that I was like, like having to hold on, relax a minute, breathe, Kevin, breathe. Dude, I seriously was laughing so hard at some of the stuff just because it is just bonkers stuff. I mean,
I'm insane. So it's funny that you say that. I forgot. I actually just saw it on Netflix. It's on Netflix. I can't remember. It's either Netflix or Hulu. So one of the two. So I started watching, and season 1 came up. So I'm like, I'm gonna start brand new. I'm gonna start at the very beginning and watch it. And the very first season. just like you said, the start out of every single episode. I'm laughing before I know what's coming up, and it still comes up as just the intro. And him coming out smashing, throwing the drums, and then throwing the drummer pushing him behind the curtain.
He tackles him almost every beginning episode.
It's so funny. It's just absolutely hilarious.
They I think for the first season or something like that, what they did was they just spent a day or two just wrecking the sets because his desk is made out of drywall, and so is most everything else. So when he's crashing into stuff, at least it's not terribly bad, but
painful. Yeah,
he actually had the flu when he was doing the first season. I think when he had the flu doing all the intros or whatever. But I'm like, dude, I don't know how you have that much energy when you have the flu.
Insane.
But it's more of the same in the new season too, where it's he's just going insane. It's just a new upgraded set now.
Yeah.
But there's this one where he slips on a banana peel and the editing has him sliding all over the place, going all over the the globe, and then he slips back into the into the set, and it's just ridiculous. But he's got some skits on there that I just could not help myself but laugh, and I had tears coming down from my eyes. I'm like, oh man, this is just perfect. It was they're 12 minutes long, and I am crying laughing, and it's I have to take a breather. Are you ready to watch the next one? Hold on. Let me take some deep breaths. All right, let's watch it. And then the intro obviously just makes you laugh.
Wait, the show's only 12 minutes long?
Yeah, the show is about 12 minutes long.
That's insane. I just feel like they're longer on Netflix. It's weird.
Yeah, most of them are.
I'll have to look.
Yeah, 12 minutes long.
That is so fun. Oh, because it was on Adult Swim. That's right? Yep. Yeah. So they had 15-minute increment shows. I forgot about that. Yep, that makes sense now. Okay.
It's so great because they had these guests out on their show, and you're just getting these snippets of him just freaking them out.
It's so funny. So I watched Best Of for a minute too. There was one with you see the one with T.I., the rapper?
Oh yeah, where the guy comes out of the floor.
And he boots him.
Oh, yeah. Dude, it's so good. Because you can't just be doing that to people.
No. That's the thing. That's too far. That's why he even turned around to Andre and was like, he's like, don't touch me, man.
Yeah.
Don't touch me. You know what I mean? Don't do that. And then all of a sudden, out of the floor, this dude comes up and grabs his leg. I'm like, I know what's going to happen. Yep. And then, bam, then he got popped. Pretty good.
There was one that we had watched last night, spoiler, whatever, but it was one. I'm just giving one skit, and he plays this guy, this reporter, This guy fell from a building or whatever, and he's reporting. You know, it's fake, obviously, but all these people are watching and seeing him. And the guy starts getting up, and he's like, "No, no, no! I need this to be my big break, my big story." So he starts kicking the guy, so that and people around him are like getting pissed. And this one guy starts like charging at him. He's like, "No, don't you do that!" Like, he almost got his ass whooped, dude. Like,
wow.
there were people that were
there's a
straight
couple of my
stepping in.
thing.
I mean, it made me feel really good for humanity. I'm like, that guy's a savior. Like, that guy's awesome.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, but it was just like, oh my god, man. Like, what did you expect that was gonna happen?
Yeah.
Like, dude, I mean, he's gone to the Republican National Convention, the RNC. He went and he talked to Alex Jones at one of the rallies for it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like he was surrounded by Trump supporters and Alex Jones type of people and conspiracy theorists, and he was mocking them openly, and people were like, bro, they don't like that. And he's like, I felt very unsafe after that. He actually got like pushed down and everything. Like, don't do that, man. Like, you're putting your life in danger. Yeah. What are you doing?
Exactly, yeah. I mean, don't be wrong. Like, I understand you're doing it for the content. You're doing it for the show.
Right.
It's not worth it, though.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely, like, you get the point, but it's like, whoa, man. I mean, it's like he's like a lightweight Borat. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, for sure, absolutely.
Like,
yeah, like, yeah. Oh.
I mean, there were moments in that second Borat where I'm like, bro, like, dude, you are putting yourself when he's playing that music on stage and people start like recognizing who he is and whatnot. Like, that stuff like didn't make it in the movie. But they had to like escort him off the stage. Security had to get him out of there because people were like openly carrying their weapons and they were like putting their hands on their weapons. I guess there was a security guard that stepped in and told the kid like, "Hey, it's not worth it. Don't do anything stupid." And it's like, I mean, you're pissing off some angry people. I mean, and they're openly carrying, man. Like they don't have to go far. They don't have to whoop your ass. They're just gonna shoot you, man. But I guess he was wearing like a bulletproof vest on stage and everything underneath that suit and everything.
All right. Okay. All right.
But I mean, a bulletproof vest is not going to help your head, your face, your brain. But anyways, they go that extra mile to really like expose or show the world like those interesting characters. But anyways,
yeah, gotcha.
So earlier, I'm gonna do the movie recommendation of the week.
Okay.
So,
let's hear it. Yeah.
Kevin's movie of the week. So we were talking earlier. John Travolta making me laugh. Spoiler alert: dies having sex. But anyways,
it still doesn't matter, you know. All you say is John Travolta. Yeah, take it back, you know.
Bro dies having sex. Anyways, it's a movie called Phenomenon. It's got a 68%. Or no, you said what did this one have? This one was 50% on Rotten Tomatoes. So that's not bad.
Okay, that's not bad. I mean, it's critics suck. So
it's a movie called Phenomenon with John Travolta. An ordinary man sees a bright light descend from the sky and discovers he now has super intelligence and telekinesis. What? Are you kidding me? John Travolta's like some sort of weird superhero? Maybe. Maybe. Watch it and you'll find out.
Watch it.
But yeah.
You'll find out.
That's my movie recommendation for the week.
Sweet. Nice.
I'm hoping that one day, you know, somebody's going to watch that movie, and then one day they're going to be talking to somebody about anything, and then at around 2 o'clock in the morning, they're going to be like, do you know what happened to John Travolta in Phenomenon? And people are going to laugh, because like, they're not even going to be able to say those words. They're only going to be like, say John Travolta, and then people are like, what? Like, Kevin, what are you talking about? I'm sorry. I can't tell you guys. It's just too funny for your ears.
Yeah. Meet me on the battlefield around 1 a.m. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. That's all I got.
So, all right. So I think I'm going to, try to give interesting facts of the week. So I got my one. I'm gonna blow people's minds is what the goal is. Okay.
Perfect.
You ready for it?
I'm in.
This one is more geared. It might not blow everybody's mind, but I enjoy this one. I think you'll enjoy this one as well. Did you know that the Terminator, the movie, that the script, the who wrote the script, well, James Cameron. Okay. Do you know how much he sold that script for?
Oh God, the first Terminator?
Yep.
I have no idea.
$1.
Interesting.
He said he wanted to do it for $1 as long and
so
with
he
the
could
promise
direct
of directing the movie.
Yeah,
exactly.
So he could direct.
So that's what he did it. So then it was pretty awesome. You know what I mean? It really. I thought that movie is still get into the chopper. That's still instituted today. I looked at a meme website earlier, and that is still all over the thing. You know what I mean? It's just insane. It's absolutely crazy.
I mean, look how many sequels it's spawned off.
Oh.
I mean, obviously, Terminator 2 Judgment Day is the best one.
Well, absolutely, 100%. But I'm just saying. I mean, look what the franchise started, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. For $1, I mean, it's pretty impressive.
So a similar fact, the story of Rocky, Sylvester Stallone, he actually was, I think he was working at cleaning up streets. He would clean up after circus acts and all that kind of stuff. But he went to a boxing event, and that night he went home and wrote Rocky. And I think it maybe took him like a day or two to write Rocky. And when he took it to the studios, they were actually offered him a ton of money. But they actually reduced how much money they were going to give him because he was so adamant about starring in it. They wanted somebody else to star. And so he wanted to star, so he took less money for it. And, obviously, it worked,
He made it back. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that. So.
Yeah. That dude definitely made it back. So, it's interesting, I had read a really cool, not quote, but statement that look at most directors. What they started directing was scripts that they wrote. You know what I mean? Like they are all writers. That at the very heart of it, at the very base of it, like they're all writers, and they wrote their own scripts, and then they directed them, and now, the world is their oyster. So it's interesting. It always comes back down to the writing.
Yeah, that's true. Always. It's got to start on a pen and paper somewhere.
Yep. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I didn't know that about James Cameron. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's good stuff. Good for him.
Good for him. So, yeah. Now he's like, I'm gonna make 17 avatars that nobody asked for, but hey, whatever.
Ever. Yeah.
At least Kate Winslet can hold her breath underwater. That's
absolutely.
Well, all right.
So yeah, other than that, that's all I got for us.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for watching, and thank you for listening.
Thank you.